Hey everybody, it's Chris here with the Our Little Lodge, and we are in the new shop. I want to make a quick video today just to check in, let everybody know that we have not forgot about you. We have not forgot about our channel. We have spent the last year moving. We went from Colorado to Oklahoma. I have retired, and we are enjoying things down here. I moved closer to be with my folks. It's just getting that time. I need a little help. So what I wanted to talk to you about today, it's just going to kind of be a rambling video. I just wanted to share with you what's going on. You're looking at Nugget. That's something new that we have not introduced to the channel, and I wanted to introduce it now. Let me first pan over to my work area, and that way you can see the last time we talked, we had the engine, the Cummins, off to the machine shop. And that is the engine that we are putting in Moose, which is the crew cab dually, our tow truck, or our tow rig that will have the truck camper, which is our little lodge. And we shared that with you in some previous videos. So you're looking at kind of my workstation area in the new shop here. There is the engine under cover. It has all been machined, turned out. Rods and mains are standard. All I needed was a polish. And then we did have the bores cut. It's 10 thousandths over. So I'm okay with that because it is a light cut and it was nothing major. So in upcoming videos, you're going to see me putting this together. We did get the crank also taken care of, and the rods. All factory parts. And again, when we get to this, you'll see me put it all together for y'all. My family bought me this engine stand that we're going to put the Cummins on. You want a heavy duty stand. One thing with the Cummins, they mount horizontal on the stand instead of the traditional horizontal lengthwise. They go horizontal sideways. That is because too much mass and you can do some severe damage to that engine. So you definitely want something like this. We are going to make an adapter plate to go against the Cummins block. That way it's supported properly. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick and show you what we've got going. The new shop is a lot bigger than the old shop, which is a blessing. And we are still working on getting some of the vehicles from Colorado down here to Oklahoma. And again, I will be sharing all of that with y'all in upcoming videos. Please bear with me. It's just been taking us a little longer to get settled in, and I want to get back on these videos. All right, so what I wanted to talk about today real quick is our little vehicle we're going to tow behind the Blazer, or behind the Moose, the crew cab dually, and our little lodge. We've told you in previous videos we were going to pull a vehicle behind, and this is it. So what you're looking at here, guys, and this really goes out to S10 for life. I know he's working on his own little Blazer, and I wanted to post this for him because I thought he would get a kick out of it. So this is a 85 Chevy S10 Blazer. It is the rare outdoorsman edition. What is an outdoorsman edition, you say? Well, in 1985, when you went into Chevrolet, you could buy this little Blazer or truck, and you could spec it with the Outdoors Edition. And the Outdoorsman Edition gave you these decal package, which goes all the way down the side. It didn't give you any options, nothing like, Positive Track or any of that. You did get different colors. This is what they called Colorado Gold. Now, of course, it's not got all the gloss. It's, it's faded over the years. But you got Colorado Gold. There's like Sapphire Blue. There's a green. Guys, I'd be lying to you if I told you exactly the names. But I do have all the brochures on it from the dealership. So that way, if you wanted to know, I could let you know. Also, the cool thing about the Outdoorsman Edition, when you went into the dealership and you bought your vehicle, you got to pick a package. And that package was either hunting, fishing, or camping. And if you got the hunting package, now this is really cool. And people would lose their minds if they did this nowadays. But the Outdoorsman hunting package, Chevrolet gave you a 30-30 Winchester rifle with a Chevy medallion in the butt of that gun. Like I said, today people would lose their minds if they did that. But I think that's the coolest deal ever. Yeah, you also got some shooting glasses and a jacket. If you got the fishing package, you got some rods and reels and some fishing stuff. You got the camping package. You got a cook center with dishes, a sleeping bag. So some really neat stuff. And you're going to ask, okay, do you have the Outdoorsman stuff? I have some of it. I have been having to source it, and as I find it, I buy it. Yes, but I don't have everything. All right, so this started out as a stock S10 Blazer. When I found this online, I had no intentions to buy it. I was just going to go look at it because I had never seen an outdoors when I had heard about them. So what I did is I ended up, you can see, purchasing the truck or the Blazer. I then put a lift kit on it. This is a Trailmaster lift kit. I robbed off of another Blazer that I found. It was used, and I picked up that whole little Blazer for about 800 bucks if I remember right. It came out of New Hampshire, and I took the lift kit off. So again, this is the Trailmaster 4 or 5 inch lift kit. I did take the Nerf bars off the other truck that came from New Hampshire and put them on. I put the Unity spotlight on. I did that myself. You will see up front I have the worn winch brush guard and winch mount. I have that. I took that off of another little Blazer. I have 4 KC lights. There's 2, one on each side by the headlights, and then the 2 up by the rotor fairlead. That is a Poison Spider fairlead light bracket, in case anyone's wondering what that is. I do have on the body a lift also. It is an off-road design 1-inch body lift. Let me see if I can get a picture of that for y'all. There you go, guys. Sorry about that video there. That is a off-road design 1-inch body lift, and it also has the energy suspension polyurethane body bushings, and that's throughout the whole truck. All right, sorry, I'm gonna back out a little bit. This truck originally had the chrome little pieces. I ended up putting the black ones because I like those better. What else have I done to this? I did add the tires. These are a 32 950/15 on some old Champ wheels, and I love that look, but I am going to take them off, and I'll explain that here in a minute. Next, this engine that's in this truck originally was a 2.8 V6 with the Rochester carbureted engine. Sometime in its life, the original owner, I bought it from the second owner, the original owner put in a GM Performance Parts 3.4 engine. Now, don't confuse that with a 4.3. It is definitely a 3.4, which is nothing more than basically 2.8, but it's a glorified bore stroke, different cam, that kind of thing. What am I doing to that, you say? Well, I'm leaving the 3.4. My original plan was going to be to put a 4.3 in this, but I decided I'm going to leave the 3.4. We're putting an Edelbrock intake on it. We are putting Edelbrock headers on it. The Edelbrock cam. As of right now, the only engine modification I have done to this is I went with a Black Magic 50 series electric fan. You can see it there. What is good about the Black Magic 50 series is it has its own shroud, and it would be too hard for me to show you that right now, but in maybe another video I can show you. But it has its own shroud that is contained within the factory shroud. And a lot of people give electric fans basically a bad nod, and that's because they don't understand the cooling package. Your cooling package has to be shrouded. If you want the proper heat rejection numbers and you want it to cool properly, you have to have them shrouded. A lot of guys don't do that. They just throw a cooling fan on the front or the back of the radiator and call it done. That is poor design. I also have my relays over there where I wired it in. And yes, you are seeing dual relays. I did that. With the switch I have on here, I hooked it 3 ways. One, it's on a thermostatic control that it will kick on and off by itself. I also have it rigged where if I'm doing a stream crossing, I can turn the switch off and it will turn the fan off. Or I can turn the switch on if I'm pulling a hill, and I can have it run all the time. The nice thing about those 3 basically scenarios is I'm in full control of that fan. And the other way that it also works on the thermostat is when this truck's turned off, and let's say we're at the store and it's maybe 100 degrees outside, the fan will continue to cycle with the truck turned off, just like the new cars do. You will see I put the moon visor fan, or the moon visor shield up there. We added that. I also added the visors here. You're probably gonna say, well, what's the interior? Let's talk about it. So this truck was an automatic. I am converting it over to a manual transmission. Let's see if I can get in here. And there you are, guys. There's just some light. And you may be saying, what's going on? Well, where that white is the template. I've already cut the hole. And if you can see my finger, it's this hole over here that I had to cut to match up. So again, this was an automatic. I'm making it a manual transmission. It will have the 5-speed. in it. This truck still has factory radio. I am putting that altimeter inclinometer that came out of a Toyota 4Runner. There is the glow shift gauge I installed for the automatic, but like I said, I'm getting rid of the automatic in it. There's the aftermarket steering wheel I put in the truck. So not a whole lot to write home about. The seats are definitely worn, you can see that. But other than that, I mean, it's really clean, and I'm sorry, once I get some more light out here, I'll do another video of it. I just wanted to kind of introduce the project. S10 for life. I wanted to give him this and show him my Blazer. I've been following him, and guys, you may want to go check out his channel. He's got a nice little Blazer build he's doing, and I applaud the guy because he did a full body off, and that's a big job. I did it with a K5 Blazer once, and I said I would never do that again. So my hats are off to him. This side of the body is just as good as the other side. You can see it's straight. Again, my lighting, I apologize. Now, you may be saying, hey, Chris, what's that top right there? Guys, right here's where it gets really cool. This top is a fiberglass removable top for the S10 Blazer. You may say, nope, never did it. Yep, yeah, they did. Now, Chevrolet never did it. No. This was an aftermarket kit that you bought. It was made by a company called ASC Corporation, American Sunroof Corporation, and they partnered with another company called Flint Engineering Systems. Those two companies designed it, built it, and distributed it to Chevrolet dealers only. Now again, you can only buy it from the Chevrolet dealer, and the dealer would install it for you. And what they did is they took out this window, all right, and they cut along this line here, and then they came over here, and they cut from here to the other side, and they removed all that metal off of there, all right? Then there's a bracket. When you're up here, there's a cross beam, a body brace that goes across. They give you a bracket that you put up there, and then they give you little brackets that go down the side of the Blazer, of course, on the inside. Once you have that there, you've got some seals that they give you, you put down, and then you take the little top and you put the top up there. You then put your windows in the side, and you put your back window in the back, and voila, you now have a mini K5 Blazer, basically. Let's just call it that. It is an S10 Blazer that will have the removable top. And if you're wondering, where in the world did I score that? I had read about it in many magazines from the 80s, and so I knew about it. I then researched and collected all the magazines off of eBay. I bought every issue that I could find that talked about these. Did a search one day, and the good Lord was with me. I was able to find that top on a Blazer. That's the one that was up in New Hampshire. I bought. And I got the top, which is what I went for. The surprise was he had the lift kit and he had the Nerf bars. So I bought the whole truck, which was the intent anyway. But that's where I got a lot of the parts for my little Blazer. You may be saying, well, how'd you score the lift kit and everything? Originally, I wasn't going to put a lift kit that high on the truck. Not that it's real high, but once I got it, I thought it was cool, and that's how she's built. And I will do a full video showing when I install this top. All right, again, I apologize for rambling. The other thing I want to show you today, the T5 that I'm putting in this Blazer is in rough shape. Let's walk over to the workbench. All right, so underneath here is the T5. I've already got it tore down, and I want to show you. All right, so you can see, oh, here we go. Got to get that slider off. That's your slider. All right, that right there, folks, is a Synchro, and it is wore out, totally gone. All right, let me put that back on our hub here. Got your gear. This is your main shaft. This is your cluster shaft. This is your reverse. Again, you've got all your shifting. This is a thrust washer that is totally shot, as you can see. And I will do a video, once we find the camcorder from our move, I will do a video walking you through the full overhaul of this transmission. But let me take you over here to the case. You can see, look at the amount of metal inside that case. All right, so again, like I say in my other videos, don't let nobody tell you you can't build it, it's junk. If you were watching TV, they'd be like, oh, we're throwing it away, it's no good. It's fine. Yes, we're going to have to rebuild it, and yes, we're going to have to put what we call hard parts in there. Hard parts, when you hear people talk about hard parts, that is typically the gears themselves. That's what they mean, hard parts. Bearings, synchros, and thrust washers, those are not considered hard parts. That's a wearable item, so it's something that needs to be replaced when you do an overhaul, period. Hard parts are anything that you typically would not replace, like a cluster or an input or the main shaft, all right? And again, there's that input. So, guys, don't get me on my soapbox, but you know how I feel about the lies that TV's telling. Everybody telling you this stuff's junk, throw it away. No, it's not. I will walk through a video where I do a full rebuild on the T5, all right? I just tore it down, and like I said, we couldn't find the camera, and I just wanted to share this with y'all because it's been a while. All right, so anyway, I'm not going to bore you anymore. I'm so sorry you didn't get to see my ugly face today. I know you appreciate that. But anyway, I just wanted to say hello. I did let everybody know we haven't forgot about the channel. Haven't forgot about y'all. We appreciate you watching. And stay tuned, all right? Once I get the camera, or if this video turns out pretty good, once I see it on YouTube, I may use the phone some more and have Tammy videotape me. And then I'll walk through the manual transmission conversion of this truck and how we're doing it so clean and how we're making that happen, okay? But again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email us. We do have an email. Again, it's OurLittleLodge@outlook.com. We are on Facebook, Our Little Lodge. We are on YouTube. Obviously, you know that if you're watching this video. And I think that's about it. We're on Instagram too, but I don't do much with it. I'm old school, and it's all I can do to do YouTube and Facebook. So I don't do much more with the rest. Guys, really, thank you so much for watching. Love everybody out there. Sorry it's been a while. I promise we'll get these videos going. We just got to get settled into the new place. And yeah, that's it. Again, thank y'all for watching, subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, hit that button, give us a thumbs up on the video, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate you following us along. We have lots of videos coming, lots of stories to tell and share with everyone. As we get these trucks put on the road and as we start traveling the U.S. and start meeting great couples like yourselves and other people, we're going to post about it and talk about it. And we're going to share all those journeys as we go from one national park to the other and tour the great U.S. in these vehicles that we built. And we're going to keep it old school and show people that this stuff can be out there just like the new cars. All right, guys. Hey, again, tell your family, tell your friends. We thank you so much. Please send everybody to the channel, like and subscribe. And remember, guys, if life gets tough, just put it in 4 low, get through it.